what is the purpose of the Alabama Board of Nursing, and what are its primary functions? As indicated in much of the board literature, the mission of the Alabama Board of Nursing is to safeguard and promote the health, the safety, and the welfare of the public through licensing and approval of qualified individuals and adopting and enforcing legal standards for nursing education and nursing practice. In layman's terms, the Board of Nursing is charged with the task of protecting the public as it relates to people who want to become licensed as a nurse, and also once they are licensed, if there are complaints made against a nurse, then the nursing board is charged with investigating and with ultimately prosecuting those complaints if necessary. Also, from the board website, there is a list of values that the board deems to be appropriate, and those include integrity, fairness, objectivity, quality, collaboration, innovation, and diversity. The vision of the Alabama Board of Nursing is this: the Alabama Board of Nursing strives to promote and safeguard the health of the public through regulatory excellence. Let's talk about the values of the board and ultimately of the people that make up the board, and how you feel about that at this point. If you have been charged by the board with a violation of Alabama statutes, the Alabama Nurse Practice Act, right now you don't feel like the board is out there to protect you. And we understand that because we deal with nurses who are hurt, who have emotional issues related to a complaint that was filed against them. And that is okay, and it's understandable. And many times we represent nurses who have been practicing for many, many, many years and who are great nurses and who are having to deal with a complaint that was filed against them by someone, whether a nurse supervisor or a fellow nurse or a member of the public. Generally, the Alabama Board of Nursing is not the person or entity that is making a complaint initially. These complaints are made by other nurses or from patients or physicians or members of the public. So as much as you can, at least initially, your opinion of the Board of Nursing should not change initially. Your opinion may change as you go through the process, depending on how your case turns out and how you were treated through the process. But we want to make sure that you understand that the Board of Nursing, in almost all circumstances, and we understand there are outliers, and I am not here to defend the Board of Nursing. You are going to be my client, and I will go to the ends of the earth to fight for you and to help you. But it does not help the situation and does not help your case for you to be angry and for you to have disdain towards the board or its members or the staff and the people that make up the collective board, including everyone that works for the board and that are members of the board. It is very important that you realize that the board process and the complaint process is a process. just because you have a complaint filed against you does not mean, number one, that you will be found guilty of everything in the complaint, and number two, that there are no defenses available to you, and that you should just give up and throw your hands in the air and either surrender your license or not defend your case. That is the worst thing that you can do, is simply let your license lapse or do a voluntary surrender or simply not respond and do not go to the hearing and do not go through the process. There is no case that is helpless or hopeless. Every case needs to be reviewed, and you need to go through the process and retain counsel long before you ever get to the hearing process. As soon as you receive notice from your employer or some incident happens, you have a positive drug screen, an alleged positive drug screen, there's a complaint made against you by a patient to your employer, you're terminated from your employment, whatever it might be, you need to contact us so that we can begin the process with you long before you are contacted by the board or you are contacted by an investigator, and begin the process of making statements and signing admissions and doing things that help the board to build their case against you. It is very important that you understand what your rights are and what your obligations are as a licensed professional by the Board of Nursing. There are many nurses out there that do not understand that they have the right to counsel, that they have things that they need to do, items that they need to take care of through the process. That is the purpose of hiring a lawyer to represent you in your board matter before the Alabama Board of Nursing. My name is Joseph Kreps. I'm an Alabama Board of Nursing defense attorney, and we defend nurses who are going through the investigative process, the complaint process, or the hearing process as it relates to the Alabama Board of Nursing. You can reach us to begin the conversation about your case at 866-348-2889, or you can visit our website at alabama nursing board defense attorney.com. Thank you very much.